Charlotte Morrell. I went to Nottingham Trent University and I studied business law.
Okay, so would you like to mention your hometown?
Yeah, so when I was studying, my hometown was Warwickshire, but I now live in Nottingham.
So, Charlotte, tell us about your YouTube channel.
So my channel is all things lifestyle. I give advice to students, what they want to hear before they come to uni, also a bit of about me and stuff about mental health as well.
Okay, so could you remind us of the course you took
Yeah, business law.
and why did you choose this course?
I chose it because I thought, well, business, everything's a business, so it's always going to be applicable. And law I just saw as a degree and as a job where it's just got so many prospects and it's not a dead end job. So you can kind of just continuously progress. There's so many opportunities, and it's not just law. There's so many things outside of that. So I just saw it as one big degree that would I could constantly progress within.
And you've obviously finished the degree. What did
Yeah.
you think of the degree as a whole?
As a whole, it is intense, it's hard, it's a lot of pressure, and that's not to put anybody off, but you've got this expectation that you are studying law, it is going to be intense, but it's so rewarding at the same time, and it just applies to everyday life more than you think. So, as a whole, the course was amazing, rewarding, but definitely a lot of hard work.
Okay, so did you come from a college or sixth form background?
So, I came from a college, but I did A levels when I was at college.
And what A levels did you take at college?
So I actually didn't take any business or law related A levels. Although I studied business studies at GCSE, I had nothing really related to my degree at A level, apart from I did English, literature and language, sociology, health and social care, and religion and philosophy.
And did any of those subjects help you with your course?
Definitely English. It is very information heavy, a lot of essay writing, analysing. So the English part definitely helped me prepare for my uni degree.
And what do you think the best A level slash subjects are for your course?
So I would definitely say English, like I said about the essay writing and the analysing, but also, of course, business and law. Um, but yeah, I would say English, business, law, and sociology as well, because that has a lot of theories and again, big essay writing. So
Okay,
yeah, I'd say those.
so if we go more into the university, could you remind us the university you went again?
Yeah, I went to Nottingham Trent.
And at Nottingham Trent, will you talk about the best and worst things in your experience at Nottingham Trent, starting off with the worst?
Okay. Um, the worst. For me, I would say, which is kind of my own fault, is in my first year of uni, I stayed on Clifton campus, but I studied in the city centre. So that's a 20 to 30-minute bus ride. So for me, the only worst thing I can think of is the fact that if you're studying on Clifton campus, you've got about half an hour bus journey to get into the centre where everything is. That's the only worst thing I can think of is the fact that you've got that distance between the city centre.
Okay, so let's talk about the good things about the university.
Uh, Apparently, it's got like one of the best nightlife, and I can definitely vouch for that. It's amazing nightlife. There's something for everybody. Amazing, like mental health support as well. A lot of opportunities. They offer a lot of job opportunities, volunteering opportunities. It's just an amazing place. I loved my time there.
Okay, so if we go more into the accommodation, so if we go in your first year, what accommodation did
Yeah.
you live at?
So I was on, like I said, a Clifton campus, and I was in a block of flats in Halls called Peveril Block.
And what did
So
you
I
find?
wasn't actually on my campus site where my uni was. I was half an hour out.
And what did you think about living there, except obviously for the travel?
Uh,
Is
it
it
was an experience. Yeah, definitely
good
an
experience?
experience.
A bad
Yeah.
experience?
Do you know what? It wasn't too bad. The only thing I would say is just very industrial. You've got big like fire extinguishers, you've got things on the wall, warnings, and it's just like quite ugly. Which
Okay.
doesn't sound very nice, but I think as a whole it didn't feel that homely to me. But that might just be because I've never lived in flats before. The accommodation itself, it was nice, a bit outdated, not very homely, but I mean, it's part of the experience, isn't it, living in halls? So I didn't mind it.
in your second year?
So in our second year, we got a house. We stayed in that same house for our third year, and I preferred that a lot better. I think in first year, you really I struggle with homesickness because the flats and didn't feel like home to me. Whereas living in a house and having that kind of family unit with your friends is so important. So the house, I loved living in there. I just felt like a home away from home.
And so would that mean you didn't take a placement year?
Yeah, I didn't. It was an option. We had a pathway year in our second year, so you could either do half year law, half year something else. And for that, I did my business modules because my course was business law, so I thought it was the most applicable thing to do. But a lot of people did a pathway year, so they did do a placement in a law firm, which in hindsight is probably the better option. But I wanted to do my business
So
modules.
why is it the better option in your opinion?
Really, because truthfully, what people don't really say after you finish uni is your degree is great and employers love it when you have a degree, but your degree isn't everything. And nowadays, everybody has a degree. So it's more about what else can you offer? What experience do you have? It's almost not enough for you to just go to uni sometimes. It's what you did whilst you were there, the voluntary or the work experience that you got. So because I didn't really have that, employees are looking for you to have some sort of experience,
So
which
some
I didn't
extra.
necessarily have.
Okay. So what do you think the best university accommodation is? For price and just all you get in general?
So the most popular, I would say, was Glass House, but that was because it was just the most modern out of all of the accommodations. But come with that was the most expensive as well. So I mean, I didn't mind my halls. I loved my house. That was the best accommodation for me and the cheapest rent that I'd heard of. But the most popular was the Glass House because it was just modern.
Okay. So if we go more into the area, as you mentioned, the best nightlife, could you tell us a bit more about the nightlife?
Yeah. So if anyone knows Nottingham, you've got kind of the three main clubs. So you've got music for everybody, but you've got something different every night, and you can go to the bigger clubs perhaps on a Thursday and a Wednesday and a Friday, and then you've got smaller bars that offer completely different things. So for me, the nightlife kind of changed with me as I went through uni. My first year was all about clubbing. I very quickly got over the clubs, if I'm honest, and then we went on to
What was
day
the club
drinking.
in your first year?
The club was Rock City,
Okay.
yeah, because
What
it just
about
had so many different music tastes, different rooms, and that was the place to go. But we very quickly got over that. Yeah, yeah, same music, same place.
So in your second year, what was the club to go to?
In our second year, again, we kind of did Rock City and we exhausted that, but we also went to Ocean, which is on a Wednesday, and that's a club where you go in fancy dress every week. And it's at midnight, we have like a Baywatch moment. Everyone takes their shirts off and swings them around. So it kind of has its own little thing with the fancy dress and the Baywatch. But I'd say that was probably the place to go.
Okay. So if we go more into the Nottingham area, what are the shop
Yeah.
varieties like? Is there a lot of shops, a little shops? Is it a little town, a big town? When a student comes, obviously, to study, do they have a lot of options?
Yeah, loads. So you have kind of two parts to Nottingham. You have an indoor into centre, so you've got a huge shopping centre indoors, and then you've got a large outdoor shopping centre as well. So you've got all of the main shops, high street shops, as well as the fast food chains. We've got a huge Aldi buyers and loads of mini Tesco's. So you've kind of got everything you need. I never felt like I was missing anything.
Okay. And if you go, just lastly, go into like food shops, what's the restaurant slash food places like? Is there a bit of everything? Is it a bit of just specific things like your regulars, your Nando's, your McDonald's, or have you got like
Yeah.
local shops that have just got crazy foods?
So you've kind of got a mixture of everything. Obviously, within the Into Centre, you've got a lot of fast food. So you've got the McDonald's, the Greggs, the Costas, we've got a Nando's, and then you've also got more of these student places. So you've got the Reds, Slug and Lettuce, which does 50% off on a Monday, so that draws a lot of students in. And then you've got more of the higher priced, more expensive restaurants for special occasions. So you really do have a variety of restaurants and places to go.
So, what advice would you give to first years starting at Nottingham?
Definitely get involved, be brave. I think first year is your year to make your mistakes. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of things that can be forgiven in your first year, such as if you do referencing wrong, or you can just make your silly mistakes in first year. By the time it gets to second and third, obviously the stress gets a bit more. People expect more from you and you will be busier. So in your first year, that's the year just to make friends, join the societies, make the mistakes, but also not everybody makes it past first year, is the truth. There's a few people in second year you'll think, oh, where's Jenny gone? Jenny didn't make it past first year. So that's advice I would give, is just not to take it too seriously, but at the same time, you do have to pass first year.
Okay.
So just be brave, do everything you want to do, but also pass.
So, what did you? Were you at while you were at university? Did you acquire a job?
Yeah, so I worked the whole way through. Where I live now, there's a restaurant down the road, so I would come back at the weekends and non-term times and waitress there. Like I said, I worked from my first year right through to my third, and I also volunteered in my third year as well. So I did my degree and worked and volunteered. So it is possible to work whilst you're at uni, and I did have a job continuously.
And are there a lot of jobs at university?
Yeah, loads. Because not only do you have the jobs, kind of the basic waitressing and bar staff and those kind of things around the uni, there's a lot of jobs within the university that you can help with. So you could be a student tutor, an ambassador. They also had their own law firm within the uni, which I volunteered at, so you could have a job there. There's loads of prospects within the uni and loads of jobs that you can get outside of uni as well. So you would never be hard upon finding a job around Nottingham.
And did you join any societies?
No, I didn't. That's one thing I regret. I didn't. And I think after my first year, after I thought about thinking, oh, maybe my second year I'll join a society, I think the thought then of, oh, but everyone's going to make friends and the cliques would have already been formed. So I just didn't. So I think if I had my time again, I would join those societies in first year. So then you've kind of got those friends then. But I didn't join one, which I do regret doing now.
Okay, and lastly, can you tell us about freshers? How did you find your freshers week / 2 weeks?
Well, messy, definitely messy. I think it's just a whole learning curve because you meet people that you would have never interacted with before. You're living on your own for the first time, so it's just a huge life lesson. But definitely, I went out every night to all the club events. There's events during the days to encourage you to meet people. But you will meet a lot of people and freshers that you think you're going to be best friends with for the next 3 years, and you don't see them again after Freshers Week. So it's just definitely an experience I think everybody should do.
Okay, so you went to university, meaning you chose it over going to an apprenticeship and work. Why did you make this decision of going to uni and not going for an apprenticeship / going right into work?
I think for me, I always knew that I was going to go to uni, so I never even considered the option of being in an apprenticeship or working. I think I always knew that I wanted to go to uni not only to have the education of the degree, but also just to have that experience of living on your own. So, of course, I wanted the education, but it was also the experience, the life experience. So that's why I chose uni over the apprenticeship and work.
Okay, so now that you have the apprentice, now that you have the obviously degree, what is life like after university?
Truthfully, it's tough. I think you come out of uni, perhaps you have this idea of you're going to fall into a job, and that really wasn't my experience. I'm almost a year on now from graduating, and I've only really just found my job. And it's tough because you kind of go from being independent, doing whatever you like, and learning, having something to focus on. And life after uni can be tough because you lose this routine and all your friends, and you're out in the big wide world on your own essentially. So truthfully it can be tough, and it's perhaps not as easy as you might think to just fall into a job. But I mean, that's just the realities of things.
Would you give any advice of obviously just finishing uni? What kind of like to speed up the process of maybe getting a job?
Definitely. Well, for my uni, they offered a lot of opportunities, a lot of voluntary work whilst I was at uni, which I did take some of them, but I think at the time you take them for granted how much your unis do offer you. I would say just take those opportunities to try and get some experience. Like I said before, nowadays it isn't just about your degree, it's about what else you did whilst you're at uni. So to try and speed up that process of graduating to getting your job, firstly look way earlier than you think. Look in your second year for job prospects and what your employers are looking at. So that way, by looking forward for what your employers want, you can kind of work at that whilst you're at uni, to try and speed up that process for getting a job and just get some experience whilst you're there as well.
Okay, so can you tell us more about your YouTube channel? So why you started your YouTube, what your plans are for your YouTube, and what we can expect from your YouTube?
Yeah, so I started my YouTube whilst we're in lockdown. I thought, what better time to start it than when I've literally sat at home doing nothing? But it's all about lifestyle. I have a series on a Sunday that will be coming soon about my university experience, but also giving advice to students about things I wish I'd known, budgeting tips, and then I also have other series that are more serious about mental health. And those include things such as post-university blues, just loads of different things. And then also I do have a fun side where I vlog and I show parts of my life as well. So it's a whole mixture of lifestyle with the uni, mental health, and then just my life as well.
Okay, and what can we expect for the future? So
Definitely
where do you want to take it?
Definitely expect a lot of university related videos, a lot of kind of mental health chats, as well as some more like light-hearted story times. I've got a few story times about my time at uni, and just spend the days with me as well. So more of those kind of things.
So it's kind of just if for your channel, it's vlogs about you, mental health, and about the university.
Yeah, for right now, that's what I've got plans, but who knows?
So at this point, we let the students kind of say their piece. Anything you want to say, like obviously tell us what your YouTube channel name is, if your Instagrams, your ats, kind of just a summary of everything we spoke about, just to literally, the floor is yours. You can say what you like. If you want to give advice, if you want to say like everything we spoke about in like 2 minutes, literally the floor is yours.
Okay, so you can find me on YouTube. My name is Charlotte Morrell, and it's the same for Instagram, but the Morrell has 3 L's. And my advice for if you're just starting uni is to not take it too seriously, don't be too hard on yourself, but also really just enjoy the time that you have there. You are kind of in this little bubble and you will never have a time like that again. And other things that I would say is just throw yourself in there, take every opportunities that you can. Uni just ends so much quicker and life after uni can be really tough. So just try and take those opportunities whilst you're at uni and just enjoy it. Because you hopefully you only do it once.
So if you just want to end the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm plugged in.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm plugged in.
Perfect.